on the 5 toxic mindset. Now, when we talk about developing investment mentality, please listen and listen well. The word developing already suggests to us that it is something that you have to consciously do. If we say preparing, developing, we are saying that you have a responsibility in order for that to become a reality. So for instance, if you say you are preparing for an exam, it means you have a responsibility before the exam comes. If you say you are preparing a meal, it means you have a responsibility before the food is ready. So if you say we are developing, I'm developing a house, I'm developing an app, it means you have a responsibility before there can be a manifestation of what you are expecting. So if you do not do what needs to be done, you will not get what you are expecting to get. So when we say developing investment mentality, it suggests to you that investment mentality is not something that is natural. It suggests to you that you don't just wake up one day and just understand how to invest. Because when you grow through life, you realize that there is what we call the nature-nurture dichotomy. Nature, someone say nature versus nurture. Now, the nature-nurture dichotomy says that there are a lot of things that operate in the life of people as a result of their nature. That they just operate in it. It's as if it's inborn. It just flows. But there are some things that operate in the life of people not by their nature, but by their nurture. That means by virtue of their upbringing, by virtue of their environment, by virtue of their association, that's it flows. For instance, there are people that are just naturally good at business. They just, doing things. They can just, even from primary school, you'll be wondering, where did you learn this thing? They'll just say, I want to sell. They just have it. So, but there are people that they don't. But because they grew up under a mother or a father that was an entrepreneur, their mother was selling something, they started following their mother. For instance, now, my wife runs a business. One of our businesses is shea butter. So they have a factory. But my son now knows how to produce. Not because that's what he's like, but because, Mommy, where are you going to? I'm going to factory. Can I go with you? So he too, they'll be sealing, they'll be doing all kinds of stuff. Me, that I'm the father, I don't know what they are doing there. I don't know how to do this. But he knows why. Because by virtue of the nurture, he's in an environment where that is now normal. Do you understand? My son cooks because I cook. There are men that don't go to the kitchen. Going to the kitchen is not part of them, but not cavalry. Cavalry men cook, right? We are special men. Cavalry men are powerful men. So now, because of the fact that I cook, he cooks. So there is no way my son will grow up and get married and see the kitchen as a place for a woman. Because growing up, his father is always in the kitchen. Do you understand now? So nature versus nurture. So when we talk about developing investment mentality, it means that you have to be conscious about developing it because it's not natural. You may not have been brought up. You may have been brought up by civil servants. And all they tell you is go to school, get good grades, get a good job, retire, and you... So, are you getting it now? So, developing investment mentality. So, it's very, very important, even as we begin this new year, for you to sit down and go through this process of ensuring that you are rightly positioned for manifestation. Now, why is it that people do not have investment mentality? Why is investment mentality missing and lacking in the life of many people? The major reason is because there are other toxic mentalities that are existing that is not giving room for investment mentality to take root. You remember when Jesus was talking about the seed? He said, the kingdom of God is like a man that went and sowed seed. And when he went to sow seed, he said, some fell by the wayside, some fell on stony ground, some fell among thorns, and some fell on good ground. Now, he said the one that fell among thorns is the one that when you put it there, a lot of things choke it. Now, those things that are choking it were existing. And when you now try to develop it, they choke it. So So the reason why investment mentality is not in the life of many people is because there are existing thorns in our lives. There are mindsets that we already have, that if we are not conscious, intentional, deliberate, and strategic. Let's repeat that together. Conscious, intentional, deliberate, and strategic. About developing investment mentality, it won't happen. Because it's not automatic. And you see, I've said it over and over again. I'm a pastor, but I believe in balance. Because I personally believe that religion has caused more trouble for people. I'm telling you, religion has ruined the life of a lot of people. Because a lot of people in church don't know God, they know church. So a lot of people are very religious. Christianity is not a religion. Christianity is a relationship with your Creator. When you practice Christianity as a religion, there will be a lot of deficiencies in your life. Now, listen and listen well. There are things that can never happen in your life by prayer. Never. Without you doing what needs to be done. I can't pray for you to become a driver. I know what God cannot do does not exist. I know. I can't pray for you to become a pilot. I can't pray for you to become a medical doctor. But I can pray for you to become a medical doctor when you gain admission and go to school. Then I will pray that as you go into this school, you will not fail, you will pass, you will graduate at the right time. Now, what am I doing? We are now bringing prayer super upon the natural admission. The supernatural can never happen without a natural component. Even if you are believing God for supernatural move, you are a natural man expecting a supernatural God. Hello? So when we talk about developing investment mentality, you have a responsibility. It's not something we can lay hands on you to receive. I can impart gifts into your life, but I cannot impart fruits into your life. You have to bear fruits. Hello? So I can pray for you now and say, receive it in the name of Jesus. And then the gift of God will be downloaded. But I can't pray for you now to become, no, fruits are developed, gifts are given. So there are mindsets that are toxic, that are in the hearts of people, in the mind of people, that is hindering investment mentality. That will be our focus today. So I want to share with you 5 toxic mindsets that you need to eradicate. So that as we begin to go into prayers, beginning from tomorrow, in this fasting and prayer, you will pick it one by one. And you begin to deal with it. And not only deal with it in the place of prayer, you begin to make decisions on steps that needs to be taken to ensure that they are gone. And why am I saying that? Listen, you can pray from morning to night, January to December, and nothing will change if you don't know how to use prayer. So how do we use prayer? Anytime you pray, are you ready for this? There must be an instruction to obey, a direction to follow, or a step to take. So every time you finish praying, because prayer is communicating with God, not talking to God, communicating with God. What religion does is that you come, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. You prepare upon number 1. Number 2, when you finish, you walk away and you go to social media. You walk away and you begin to gist. You have not prayed, sir. You have not prayed, man. If I'm talking to you and you are not responding, are we communicating? No. Communication is a two-way discussion. Did you watch that drama? He said, you are not getting me. You are not hearing me. You are not getting me. That means we are not communicating. Even though we are talking, we are not communicating. So when you pray, after you pray, you are supposed to wait on the Lord to hear what he wants you to do. It is those things he tells you to do that produces the answer to the prayer. When you pray, you don't hear what to do, or you hear and you don't do, that's why you'll be in the same spot for 10 years. So sometimes you pray, and as you pray, you just close your eyes in readiness for God to minister to you, and the scripture will drop. A story will come to your mind. Somebody's name will come, A message you heard will come. Title of a book will come. Something will happen. It may be after you have prayed. As you leave that place of prayer with a heart ready to hear, you just get to the bus stop. Maybe they are singing a song, or you see a billboard, or somebody will say something to somebody. You will hear it, and the Holy Ghost will say, that's it. Then you follow that instruction. You obey. You take that step, and then answers will come. So the first toxic mindset that needs to go is what I call nomadic mentality. Nomadic mentality. Nomads are cattle rearers. Cattle rearers. And they go from place to place. They don't have any fixed address. Have you seen those malams that go around with cars? They are not doing ranching. No, ranching is, if you are doing ranching, you have an address where people can come. But if you are doing all this cattle grazing, you are a nomad. They go from place to place. No fixed address. Two characteristics of nomad. Number one, no fixed address. Number two, they don't plant anything. They only look for what people have planted to go and eat people's farm, and then they move to the next one. And guess what? Go and do your research. There are nomadic tribes. Entire tribes that are nomad. Entire community of people all over Africa that are nomads. And guess what? As advanced as the world has gone, they are yet to be advanced. So what is nomadic mentality? It's a vagabond spirit. Going from place to place, career to career, job to job, without being focused enough to do something with your life. 5 years ago, you were into crypto. So we thought that was your career. That is what you want to focus on. But before we know it, COVID came. You say it's no more crypto. By the time we came out of COVID, you say you are now into entertainment. Okay, it's into entertainment now. But 2 years ago, when we came in contact with you, you say you are now a minister of the gospel. It's now ministry. But just last month, you said this year, 2025, is my year of manifestation. I want to be importing palm oil from Benue. Are you seeing the vagabond spirit? So you have not stayed consistently in one place, in one career, in one industry, in one area of focus, in one gift development to be able to produce results. Anything meaningful takes time to grow. Anything meaningful takes time to grow. If you see anyone producing results in any area, they have spent enough time there. So why don't you have investor mentality? Because you have nomadic mentality. You have been employed in an office. You are still on probation. You are already looking for another job. That job, when you got it, imagine, did you not hear that testimony that I got a job in the multinational? Can you imagine somebody that has testified like that? She now gets to the multinational, they do the orientation, she now resume, and then 3 months old, they now say there's one job. She will now begin to join them to apply. You have not even done the one that is in front of you to get the maximum benefit that is there. That's what's happening to many of us. You are in a place, you have not invested time, energy, loyalty into the place for the place to deliver to you. And you wonder why you are not getting the results. Nomadic. Going from place to place. Just to give you a joke, by the way, so I just gist. You know, I like gist. I came to church about 2 Sundays ago, and they said, Pastor, somebody brought a cow for you. One of your mentees brought cow for me. I said, cow? What am I going to do with cow? I don't need cow. But I said, okay, it's okay. You know my business brain. So I started thinking, how much is the cow? Can't they sell it? Give me my money. So I said, where is the cow? So maybe last Sunday or Tuesday, I went, I saw the cow, they tied it down. So I said, what do you do? I started seeking counsel from cow people. People that understand the market. They said, no, that there is somebody that we can take it there. They can be feeding the cow. I'm feeding the cow. So that the cow will be growing there. Maybe when you want to do your birthday, your wife wants to do birthday, or later in the year, people will kill it. I say, birthday of April, May. I know they plan. There are no plan real boats now. They plan birthday. See your life. I say, okay, no. What they say, okay, there are some people that when they carry the cow, they can help you to be taking it around. The cow will be walkabout. To cut a long story short, when I found out, I said, how far with the cow? They say, that when the person came to carry it, they say, this one is a ranch cow. It's not a cow that walkabout. It's like a ajabota cow. That he cannot move around, it will die. There is a cow that is ranch. I say, give me my money. Give me my money. Hello? So nomadic mentality. So ask your neighbor, are you a nomad? Stay consistent in one area. We used to know you as a musician. You have even done album. Then the next thing, we didn't hear your song again. You are no more singing. You now say you are into real estate. While we are still trying to say, real estate, okay, have you gone any training? Have you settled down? Now, you want to relocate. Hello? Are you saying that there is problem? Number 2, the second mindset that needs to go is consumer mentality. Have you noticed that they said they are third world nations? Did God create more than one world? No. But why do we have third world nation, first world nation? God created one world, but people recreated themselves by their actions. A nation is rated based on its ability to produce. So if you are a producer nation, you'll be among the first world. If you are a consumer nation, you'll be among the third world. The reason why Nigeria, the giant of Africa, the most populous black nation in the world, is still called third world by many people is because we consume more than we produce. We have refineries that refuse to work maximally, and people are collecting salaries every month in billions. Then they will do turnaround maintenance, another billion of dollars. Dollar now, turnaround. Then they will say it has started working. Oh. No, it has not started working. Oh. No, it's working. Oh. But consumer nation. We import everything importable. Hello? That's why our currency is low. Because we are import dependent. We are not exporting enough. But guess what? As is the nation, so the people. There are many people in the world today that everything about them is consumption. Nino low group of people. Let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we die. Money is for spending. It's a mindset that will hinder you from financial greatness. Consumer, always consuming. One careless money came into my hand last week. Oh, there are no careless money, only careless people. There are monomanial jobs, only menial minds. When you don't know what to do with money, when money finally comes, it will fly away. The Bible says money has works, has wings. It flies away. So are you a consumer? In Proverbs 21 verse 20, I've shared that scripture with you over and over again, and it's one of the memory verses I gave you last year. Let's repeat it as a memory verse this year also. Hello? And many translations gave us different, but the one that I say you should go and choose is what? Good News Translation. Good News Translation. And that is very important. So stupid people spend their money as fast as they get it. Hello? The wise live in wealth and luxury, but stupid people spend their money as fast as they get it. Say, Pastor, you don't understand. And the money is not enough. It's your wisdom that is not enough. It's your wisdom that is not enough. You see, if you know better, you will do better. It is not what you make that matters. It is what you do with what you make. There are people that earn 300,000 a month. They are landlord. There are people that earn 3 million a month. They are tenants. Have you noticed, unfortunately, that in many climes, the illiterate are the landlord, the educated ones are the tenants? The Baba Shakira, the Baba Mulika know how to gather cement, gather block, and build. And the sophisticated one will say, I need a special building, 5-bedroom, library. They'll be talking story. They never live on it. They never talk. Then some of them, the funnest one, no, I don't do building. I want to buy. I'm going to buy. don't have time for all this. I'll just buy. Okay, you will buy, but buy land first, then build while you are waiting for buy. Now, so you don't 50. Go buy. Consumer mentality has to go. Number 3. The third mindset that needs to go is victim or entitlement mentality. Victim or entitlement mentality. Always feeling that somebody owes you something. Always coming up with entitlement mentality as if it is because of you that people are laboring, as if they stopped you from laboring for yourself. And we even have prayers for that. It's because of it's because of us that God is blessing you. A man came into our bookstore years ago, was not looking too good, and I just felt he needed ministry. So I said, are you okay? He said, no, I'm not feeling too well. What happened? I said, I just came, all these rich people. This is my uncle, I came from school, I needed money, and all they just give me 70,000. What will I do with 70,000? No, I'm not talking now. What I'm telling you is a story of almost 17 years ago. Hello? Now listen. I asked him a question. I said, did you tell him you were coming? He said, no. You didn't tell him you were coming. You came and somebody gave you 70,000. Okay. Is he your father? No. What of your father? Is in the village. What of your mother? In the village. So somebody that is not your father, that is not your mother, that you did not tell you were coming. You showed up on Friday, explaining to him that you needed 200 something thousand. He gave you 70. Now today is Monday. You are complaining. I said, but what did you do? He said, but he's a rich man. He's the richest man in our family. He's the rich man. He's the richest man. In what way does he owe you? But that's the situation in the world we have today. Entitlement mentality. Elder brother suing younger brother for not taking care of him. Yes. Elder brother suing younger brother. Taking younger brother to social media. Husband getting angry with wife because wife's brother is a billionaire and saying, what has your family done for us? Is your brother not a rich man? Can't you go to your brother? When I married you, I thought your brother would help us. So it was not the girl you married. It was the brother's money you married. It is the days of argument that things will come out. So, entitlement mentality. Feeling entitled to other people's labor. So when you feel entitled to other people's labor, how will you have investment mentality to have your own labor? You won't. When you come to a church like this, all you want to do is to queue by the car. Bless you, sir. So that you can make people feel obligated. You begin to go and meet people by the car. If you try it here, nobody will answer you. If they have been answering you, they are about to stop answering you after my discussion now. Anybody that comes to meet you by the car, except God tells you to give them money, send them to church to come and meet the church. We have welfare system for serious people. Because you are not a member. Membership class, you have not done. Department, you have not joined. House fellowship, you are not going. You now want to come to church and be standing by the car to beg people. It doesn't work like that. So if you have any money to give anybody, come to the church and say, church, I would like to give money to people. My family wants to do 100,000 a year to help people. 1 million a year, 50,000 a month to help people. So, church, this is it. I'll be sending people to you. So they will help you separate the money. So the day you come and say, Brother James said I should come and see the administrator, they know that, okay, you are from that level. Because a lot of people, entitlement mentality is the reason why they have not made anything meaningful in their life. Because they are banking on somebody else's money, somebody else's labor, somebody else's position. So sometimes when people are rejoicing with you, they are not rejoicing with you for you. They are rejoicing with you for themselves. Say, oh, he cannot help me. And then you hear it's because I'm an orphan. There are many orphans that are rich. It's because nobody wants to help me. It's because I'm a minority. It's because I'm a woman. It's because there is no story you want to say. A man stayed by the river for 38 years with entitlement mentality, with victim mentality. When miracle finally came, he was fighting the miracle. Jesus said, are you ready now? He said, you don't understand. I have no man. Nobody wants to help me. I'm just here. I'm here. Then he said, even when the angel comes, before I get there, because I'm not strong, I'm handicapped, I'm disabled, I'm less privileged. Other people just use, they are more educated, they have connection. They will get there before me. Story. I'm a widow. There are many billionaire widows. Don't use widow to try to tie her. I'm a widow. Hello? Victim and entitlement mentality. Simple question. Are you ready to be healed? He started talking story, Taste by Moonlight. Number 4. Civil or salary mentality. Salary. See, a lot of you were arguing in 2023 into 2024. Minimum wage. And I kept telling you that is not the solution. But if people will be angry when I talk, hey, why will he say that? Why will he say that? It's because it's rich. Why will he say that? See, they have increased it now as your life gotten better. No, they don't move out from 35 to 75. 71. Even the 70 cannot do what 30 used to do. Is it not better to have waited with the 30 and increase financial intelligence? Now you have gone to 70. 70 is even more useless than the 30. Salary. They want to go 150. A bag of rice already above 100,000. So go to 150, go rice money 300 here. Dollar will go to 3,000. So you are just salary. Nobody can pay you your true worth. Nobody can pay you your true worth. You are more valuable than any salary scale anywhere in the country. If you sit down here thinking you have a very good job and they are paying you well, they are not paying you your true worth. Because for them to be able to pay you what you call pay well, multiply yourself with everybody they are paying. Everything they are paying, all of you combined, is still less than 10, 20, maximum 30% of what they have. Hello? So, salary. They should just promote me. They should do review. You're asking for salary review. Has your efficiency been reviewed? We'll continue next week. I want you to bow down your heads. Lay your right hand upon your head and pray just one prayer. Lord, baptize me with wisdom for continuous progress. Wisdom for continuous progress. Wisdom for continuous progress.